Okay, the Cardinals are here in the interview room. We'll get started as they get settled here. Just a reminder that we're going to do opening remarks from Coach, and then we're going to go to the student athletes for a few minutes, questions just to them, and then we'll let them go and then come back to Coach for more questions. All right.
Coach.
Awesome. I want to start out by first congratulating Robert Morris on an amazing run for them, their team, their conference. They are extremely well coached and have some really talented players. So I think it was a pretty remarkable season for them, and they should be very proud of what they were able to do. Our team was really, really good on defense tonight. We had a game plan put together, and they executed it. I thought we got good and valuable minutes from a lot of people. Our playing time was equally distributed amongst several of our players. Once Coach Walls gets here, he's probably going to be not very happy with our turnovers tonight. We typically are a team that gets 8 to 10 turnovers, so we'll have to clean that up. But beside that, I thought it was a great experience for our young kids to get involved early. I thought the crowd was phenomenal, and I'm just extremely appreciative that my family was here with me today, gets to come back here, and they missed school. I sort of got them out of school. But, you know, it was just a really fun experience for me, and that's what Coach Walls, the last words he told me before he left us this morning at pregame is no matter what, to have fun. So I just really tried to keep that in mind and really tried to be relaxed. I was very confident. I was not nervous. I just was excited for our players. When you have a great team and a great cast and an ensemble, it's very easy to be confident and not nervous or scared. It's something I've been coaching for 25 years, so I feel very well equipped for something like this, but it will be nice to have our Commander-in-Chief back on Sunday.
Thank you, Coach. Now questions for the Louisville student athletes. Back here on the left, Paul and then Paul.
Yeah, for any of the players, describe playing in a tournament game like this without Jeff Walls on the sideline. More pressure, less pressure, what?
Asia first, and then we'll go to Dana and then Sam.
There's no pressure at all. You know, obviously he's our coach, but we have to coach ourselves playing. So we have to play as a team. We can't just count on Coach Walls trying to coach us through the game. So I think we did a great job playing as a team and just playing hard. We can't just leave everything up to the coaches. We have to take our role too.
I think we have a great coaching staff, from Coach Norman to Coach Purcell to Coach Williams, and we just trust in the coaches, and we know they're going to put a game plan together for us, and it's just a matter of us executing it.
Yeah, to go along with what they said, I feel like, yeah, Coach Walls is our head coach, but I mean, Norman, Purcell, Williams, they can all be a head coach too. They work so hard and stuff, so, I mean, it was no pressure at all.
Okay, back here on the left.
For Sam, in 22 minutes you go 9 for 9. You hit your only 3. You get a double-double. How does the ankle feel?
Great. It really does. I kind of felt it in the third quarter. I don't know how, but I kind of just shook it off and just kept playing.
Okay, up here front row left.
I asked their players if your all's height bothered them. You all were quite much bigger in most positions, all but maybe one that they matched up. Did you think you intimidated a little bit with your height? The first quarter, I think you all blocked at least 3 or 4 shots within about a 2 to 3 minute stretch.
Sam?
Yeah, I mean, height, it kind of has an effect on people, but it doesn't really matter as long as you're going hard. Yeah, there were blocked shots, but that's because we were in the position to block the shots. But other than that, I mean, yeah, height doesn't really matter when it comes to going hard.
Go back here on the left.
I guess for each player, you hold them to a very, very low percentage in shooting here. They end up, you know, your defense was outstanding. What were you seeing out there to shut them down so effectively? I guess maybe start with Dana and then work around.
Dana?
I think the coach has been emphasizing defense a lot because we have to rely on that to win games. You're not always going to make shots, but you can always defend. So I think us focusing on defense and rebounding was key too, so not letting them get second chance points. So I think our defense was a lot better. I think our transition could be better, but defense was a lot better this game.
Okay, Asia. Sorry.
Go ahead, Asia.
Dana hit that right on the jackpot. So that was great. I mean, our defense was really good today. We pressured them. They didn't really like the pressure. So, and I was very proud of my team. We got, that stop, and then we got that board. So that was very, very, very important, especially going back to our conference game against Notre Dame. So I think we made that next step, and I'm very proud of them.
Okay, let's go back in the back row of the TV cameras there.
I'm so sweaty.
I know it was kind of already asked, but Sam, how does it feel knowing that coming off an injury, you had the kind of game that you had?
Yeah, I'm coming off an injury. I don't think sophomore year I had an injury, but it's just exciting to come back because, like, leaving your team, it's not a good feeling. You always want the best for them, and that's something that I wanted. And I sat out like a week trying to get better as fast as I could. I mean, it's not fun, especially when you want to play the game that you love. And I know I was telling myself all I wanted to get was rebounds. Like, I can't wait to come back to get rebounds. And, yeah, I mean, my trainer helped me to get healthy real fast.
More question for the Louisville student athletes? All right, guys, let you go.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Questions for Coach? Back row on the left side here.
It will be nice to have our commander-in-chief back on Sunday.
I saw the starting roster had Mikasa in it. How soon did you decide that? Did you decide that on your own?
That would be no. I don't do anything without the approval of my boss. So we had talked about it. We got, when it happened against Notre Dame, it was like a game time decision, so we really weren't prepared to think about it as much as we did having this whole week off. And Dana's role has been so great coming off the bench that we thought it would be better to do this and keep her accustomed to what she's doing and her strength and change the tempo when she comes in and the dynamic of our team. So we thought after, some deliberation that this would be the best thing for our team is to start Mikasa. Yep.
In the back here in the corner on the left.
Stephanie, what was Jeff's last words to you before he
Have fun.
Before he walked across the street?
Have fun. That's what he told me. Those of you who had, you all have had a chance to get to know him over the years, and he's an amazing coach to work for because he gives us so much freedom. He really instills ownership in this program. So whether you're the first assistant, the last assistant, the manager, the guy who sweeps, our practice players, we all have an opportunity to be impactful in our program because he lets us. And to have someone like that as your boss really instills a lot of confidence and pride. And so he kept making it really easy. He jokingly put pressure on, but now the pressure's on him. So I did my job. So he was giving me crap the whole week about, a lot of different things and really keeping it light. And so the last thing he said is just make sure you have fun. Don't worry about anything else, just have fun. So I appreciated that because, if you think about it, even though I have a ton of experience, your first coaching is a do-or-die situation. It's a one-and-done situation. It's not like, even though I had the opportunity to do it against UT Martin, it wasn't like, if we lost that you're done with the season. So this is a different animal to have to deal with, to be thrown into the fire your first time. But he made that transition really easy and really set me up for success.
Coach, Paige Sherrard from Cardinal Sports Zone. Do you think Coach Walls was having fun across the street? What do you think was going through his mind as he was watching this game on television?
You know, he's a really positive person, so I would imagine he was having fun, and then he was probably cussing at the TV a few times, but no, he saw how hard our kids played. I think he would be proud if he was in here. I really do. So, you know, he's the patriarch of this this program, and I'm just really proud to be his understudy. And I hope that he was really proud of our coaching staff, because although I'm sitting up here, there's 2 other assistant coaches who do a phenomenal job, and we really collectively we got together last night at the hotel and talked about how we were going to coach together, what each person's responsibility was going to be, that this is going to take a village. And so I would give as much credit to them as I would to Coach Walls, but they did a great job of keeping me confident too as we were going into this. So.
Back there by the cameras.
With Sam coming back from injury, did you expect her to have this kind of performance that she did, like I said, right after rehab and everything?
Yeah, I wouldn't expect anybody, not only Sam. She literally practiced not even a full, I think she practiced a full practice, but she had limited reps, so really one practice. And it was quite a long time since our Notre Dame game. And, you know, there's always an element of doubt in you when you're coming back from an injury, especially a sprain of some sort. You know, am I going to step wrong or do something? And she just played so aggressively. I was just really proud of her, because that's not an easy thing to do, to really press yourself to get back as soon as you can. I mean, ideally, we would love to have another 4 days off, 3 or 4 days for her, but, you know, she gutted it out, and it was just a tremendous effort, and especially the rebounding part. I know she had 19, I think, tonight, and was perfect from the field. But it's really the rebounds, because this team is a really good rebounding team, and she just brings that confidence to our group, because she's always in there doing the dirty stuff and cleaning things up for people. So I couldn't be more happy and proud of her to be able to come back off that injury in the first game back, have a performance like that.
Left side, back row.
Obviously, we don't know who Sunday's game will be, but preparations for that, what are we going to take away?
Yeah, so I had to pull double duty, so I not only had this scout, which was a cumulative effort between all of us, but I mean, I had to know what was going on. So it's not typical that an assistant coach would do back-to-back scouts, but myself, I have Michigan, and then Coach Purcell has Kansas State, so we are kind of pulling double duty here a little bit. So that's typically how we do it throughout the year. Each one of us assistants, and it'll be a different assistant, would have a certain team. So I'm very familiar with Michigan. I couldn't tell you anything except Kansas State runs a 1-3-1 because Purcell told me that, but I have not taken a peek at them, so I'm anxious to go out and watch them. This is going to be a great game. These are 2 really, really good teams. This is not your typical 8-9 game in the past, and I think that's indicative of women's basketball this year. It's been extremely competitive, extremely balanced, and the parity is phenomenal. So it makes for a great fan experience. This game on Sunday is going to be really, really tough, no matter who it is. So I'm not necessarily looking forward to it, but we will be up to the challenge at that time, because these 2 teams are much better. Well, I mean, they're 8-9s. There's a reason they're 8-9s, but they're really good 8-9s. So I know everybody said, like, our bracket is loaded, but we've really tried to emphasize to our players, we're just going to play the next team on our line and not worry about everybody else in there, and then we'll approach each game with the same business-like approach that we do with all of our teams.
Anything else for Coach? All right. Thank you, Coach. See you tomorrow.